William Penn classes don't resume until next Tuesday, but this week the Statesmen and Lady Statesmen's basketball teams were ready to school Viterbo Wednesday night in Oskaloosa.
CRI and OSP's Jason Madison was on hand as WPU opened the new year in impressive fashion.
Starting 2012 off without sophomore guard Oriel Thomas, the Lady Statesman's top scorer and rebounder, was not how Penn wanted to begin the new year. Thomas was absent because of illness, but in the first half, it was obvious her presence wasn't necessary. Early on, WPU got on the board first when sophomore Megan Evangelista found freshman Katie Golumsky cutting to the basket for the friendly bounce and bucket. But Viterbo had the answer when they charged right back with some nice passing and a layup of their own. Ball game tied 2-2. Then about 7 minutes into the game, Penn up 10-6, and the home team catches fire. Sophomore Sam Abens shows off her crossover behind the back move. The lead defender shook and pulls up for the J. Fast forwarding to less than 20 seconds left in the first half, and Penn still up 25-17. And Abens corrals the rebound and throws the deep ball to a wide open freshman, Janae Pritchett, who lays it in for the easy two. Penn went into the half up 27-17 and rolled on to a 64-40 win, knocking off conference unbeaten Viterbo. After the break, the ladies poured it on and outshot the visitors 40% to 26%. Without Oriel Thomas, the women's best offensive threat, head coach Brian Spielbauer relied on his role players to shine, and they did.
In a lot of ways, it was really good for us to have a game without her because we couldn't rely on her. And it made us run our offense better. It made us play far better team defense than we've played. This was the best defensive effort we've had here in a long time. Our kids were in the right place. We just ran our stuff really well.
After the women's game, the Statesmen took the court led by Alan Douglas. The senior guard is the team's leading scorer and rebounder, and you're about to find out why. With Penn leading 10-2 in the first 5 minutes of the game, Douglas gets the ball and drives to the hoop and takes the harm, no call. But that moment amped him up to muscle his own rebound and get the putback. Moving to the second half, WPU on top 71-61 with a little more than a minute to go. Douglas gathers another board before going out of bounds and lobs it to junior Armin Razul, who elevates and finishes. Then off the inbound, Douglas feeds his big man, senior Keith Stefik, who builds up momentum to posterize the Viterbo defender with 30 seconds left in regulation. Penn wins 78-69. In the victory, Alan Douglas nearly notched another double-double, posting 32 points and 9 rebounds. Douglas has scored 29 points or more in 4 consecutive matchups, averaging 31.5 points in that stretch. Behind AD was Stefik with 12 points and 9 rebounds, while sophomore Blake Walker and Razul each added 9. The win ends a 4-game losing streak for the Navy and Gold. Head men's basketball coach John Henry shared the impact this game had on his team and its overall record.
I'm happy for the guys because it has been a really tough stretch. It's one thing to lose games. There are 2 ways to lose that really, really hurt, getting blown out or losing in the final minute. And we've lost in the final minute of 5 different games. So any win is a good win. I like where we're at. 7-9, in our recent past isn't good, but I really think we have a good team here. 2-2 in the league. We get 1 more rebound against Mount Mercy or St. Ambrose. We're looking at 4-0, and we're the talk of the league. I heard that Ashford beat Mount Mercy tonight. That's good for us as well. It's going to be a wide open race. I like where we're at, and I like where we're going.
Both the men and women hit the road for Mount Pleasant this Saturday and return to Oskaloosa next Wednesday, hosting Grandview for another toilet paper game. For CRI Weekly News, I'm Jason Madison.
With both Penn basketball squads on the road this weekend, fans can still sport their Navy and Gold when the wrestling program hosts the William Penn Open this Saturday. The grapplers hit the mat at 9 a.m. in the Penn Activity Center.